Yes, hello children of God. This is Father Felmar Castro, this fielsvd, and welcome to my YouTube channel. The Lord is with you. You are at ang Paring Vlogger channel. If this is your first time, please do subscribe because I am regularly updating contents to my vlog. So every other day, you have a new content to watch out for. Today, our content is all about that one very important question, how to discern the will of God. Mayroong nag-send sa akin ng message sa Facebook and nagtanong siya, Father, paano po natin malalaman na tayo'y tinawag ng Diyos? No? Or paano nyo nalaman na kayo ay tinawag ng Diyos? I receive many inquiries about many young men and women from around the world who felt that they are called to the priestly or religious life, but somehow they don't know how to do it or how to start, or sometimes there is also the fear of coming to terms with making decisions, hashtag adulting 101, hashtag life goals, hashtag life directions. When I was in high school, I really wanted to become a newscaster. I was trained early to speak in front of many people. So I already envisioned myself to be like Noli Di Castro delivering news. Hashtag magandang gabi bayan. Magandang gabi bayan. Magandang gabi bayan. That really was my life project as a high school student. But there was that moment, that exact moment, I felt I was called to the priesthood, and a kind of turning point that I discovered I have the calling. And so, how to discern God's will? First, you ask yourself, is it good? No? Discernment comes into play when we are faced with two good options. For instance, discovering what state of life one is called to, priesthood, married life, or religious life, or single life. It is very important to have a good understanding of your options as good. To be married is a good vocation. To be single for life is a good vocation. And to become a priest or a sister is also an equally good vocation. If you are able to acknowledge that your options are good, it will actually help you clarify your intentions, and in this, you can choose for the right reasons. There are those kasi who wanted to enter religious life because they wanted to run away, like they are broken-hearted, or it was their mother's dream for them, or they wanted to have a good training. No? So, dito pa lang, may mga masasabi nating gray areas na. In the same way, there are those who entered into relationships because they are pressured by their friends, or they are afraid to be alone, or they need to be always with somebody. Then, there are also those who choose religious life or married life because they believe it is in that way they could serve for the greater glory of God. Second, ask, what are my gifts and my talents? Are my God-given gifts and talents a good match for what I want to do, or am I being called to do? In terms of religious life, you have to also understand that not all congregations are the same. So your sub-question should be, is there a congregation where my talents and God-given gifts fit in? Halimbawa, if you want to become an educator, there's the Jesuits. If you want to become a preacher, there's the Dominicans. If you want to be a missionary, then there's the SVD, the Calabrinians, and the Comboni missionaries. However, if you also want to be involved in youth ministry, there's the Don Bosco. If you want to just stay in your place, the diocesan life may be good for you. In this stage, it is also good to have a spiritual director or a parish priest to guide you, or a sister who will guide you, or anybody whom you trust deeply, so that you will be assisted also in your discernment. And so the third is, what will my decision be? Now you decide. Embracing God's invitation to be part of something greater than you are demands the risk of making a decision, just like the decision made by the first apostles when they left everything and followed Jesus. Now, one of the indicators that you have truly discerned the will of God for you is that feeling of inner peace. Because true peace is a major factor for discernment. When you find peace in your decision, despite some ups and downs, and some kinds of uneasiness and uncertainty, then that is probably going to be God's will for you. And of course, also pray over your decision. This is God's gift, no? So, ask God as well to give you the grace to nurture what you have decided upon. I said that when I was in high school, I really wanted to become a newscaster. But when I found out God's will, I forgot about being a newscaster and decided to enter the seminary. Today, I realized that when you seek God's will first, everything will be added unto you. True, I did not become a newscaster, but I become a good newscaster. And the rest is history. That's all for today. God bless you. And may the heart of Jesus live in the hearts of all.